What's up, everybody? Bootsy Greenwood here, and I want to share with you a three-step process to let go of your desired outcome, your attachment, and reduce the importance and the desire that is basically limiting you and keeping you from what it is that you want. The truth is, in the end, and this is cliche, but we all know it, you already are that which you seek. So these barriers that we experience on the way to our goal, the thing that we want to accomplish or manifest or, attain, these things are self-created most of the time. So I want to go through a three-step checklist with you and just go through, and I'll show you some ways that I deal with this issue and that have been personally helpful for me. I also have an entire guide, if you'll click the link below the video, that will take you through a 5-step process, super in-depth, all the way from A to Z with whatever it is that you're looking for. So we're gonna go to the whiteboard. I'm gonna break this down. Let's do it. All right, so 3 steps. This will definitely help you learn to clear importance and let go of it. Again, I have a 5-step guide that will take you through a process that you can fill out all the blanks, all that good stuff, and take yourself all the way with the link below. Now, what is importance? What is over desire? What is excess potential attachment? It's nothing more than a self-created roadblock between ourselves and that which we wish to possess. Even though we already are that thing, we often idealize it, we'll put it on a pedestal, and thus create a differential between us and that thing. Or, we could also despise something and create, another disturbance, right? In reality, it's just zero. It is just the thing. It is just what it is. There's no distortion. There's no differentiation, really. But what happens is when we put something on a pedestal specifically, we're telling the universe, which we're always communicating emotionally with, hey, I don't have this. I don't have this thing, and I want it. And the more we want it, the more we obsess about it, the more we fantasize, the more we daydream, etc., the more we are creating actually resistance between ourselves and whatever that thing is by this differentiation, this differential, this distortion that we've created in reality, saying, I'm not, good enough. A lot of times this comes into play for a number of reasons. The first one that you want to check is alignment, okay? Is this thing that you want in alignment with you? And I mean totally, like not just, do you want it? Yes, I want it. Okay, well, ooh, shiny is, anybody wants something that looks tasty, desirable. It's probably marketed, whatever it is, to look a certain way and appeal to certain aspects of your ego and your identity, right? So what you want to check is, does your heart really want this thing? Is it really who you are? Does it represent you at a fundamental level? And also, does it engage your mind? Because if it doesn't fulfill both requirements, then it's not really in alignment with you. Just because you want a Tesla doesn't mean it's necessarily in alignment for you. That doesn't make having a Tesla anything wrong with that, but very likely, is it possible that you're more of a vintage 70s Honda type? There's a lot of questions to answer here and get to the bottom of as far as this particular idea, alignment. Is it in alignment with you? Is it something that you need as a tool? Is it something that can help you to get to a better place, to continue to further your journey and get you to your heart's goal? And if it's not, then why are you concerned with having it in the first place, right? Like those things, that's why this is the first place to start, and such a great place to start is because if it's not in alignment with you, well, back to the drawing board, okay? Maybe you're pursuing something that's out of harmony with the person that you are, because all things truly already do belong to you and are you. So perhaps you're looking to attain something from an egotistical perspective, or from a perspective that will give you value or credibility in a market, or just more security or comfort, even though, well, maybe it's not that season in your life to come from that particular place yet, okay? Maybe it's something you're striving for in a long term. Maybe it's something you just need to shift away from, put it on the back burner, and let it just be what it is for now and focus on something that's a little bit closer. Okay, so is it in alignment with you? That's number freaking one. Like, if it's not in alignment with you, drop it, and you shouldn't be pursuing it in the first place, right? Number two, disengagement. Okay, this is one thing that I have found huge dividends it pays, right? Like sometimes I find something that is in alignment with me, I get really excited, and then I've still got a lot of energy toward the thing. I've got a lot of excitement about it. I want it to happen. And so what will happen is I will get completely wrapped up in this. I'll start thinking about it, fantasizing, daydreaming, all these things, right? Well, in reality, I don't need to do any of that. The more that I daydream and think about and do all of these sort of manifestation processes, at least from my perspective regarding this importance idea, the more I'm actually just making more resistance out here, right? Between me and the thing. Because it's like this thing and it's like, all this desire, all this wanting, this desperation even, is just seriously showing that I don't have the thing and that it's not for me. I'm not ready for it for whatever reason. So I find that disengaging from it entirely is so freaking helpful, because if you get even if it's a passion project, it's totally in alignment, all of those things, you still need to be able to shift away from it and allow the universe to do its work, right? Like especially if you're taking action, you're doing the things. Let the universe do its work. Disengage from it. Allow the yin principle, right? You're yanging it to death. That's your problem. You're yanging it so hard, bro. And you need to just let the yin principle, the feminine, the universe itself, bring the events out and start making them happen aside from your involvement and your attachment, okay? So what can you do? Go skating, go play soccer, go climb a mountain. I go rafting. It's a weird kink. It's what I do, but it helps me a tremendous amount. It gets me completely out of my mind, and I'm not thinking about an email list. I'm not thinking about writing anything. I'm not thinking about daily tasks or follow-ups. I'm just like, we got to get through this rapid or else. That's all I'm thinking about. So I'm completely, truly disengaged. So make sure you completely and totally, truly disengage. Okay. Finally, number three, trauma. Okay. A lot of times it's really, if check one and check two, okay, and it still hasn't come, a lot of times trauma, the way that we've been treated, parts of ourselves that we need to integrate and accept are kind of working against us, right? Like our shadow, these types of things are very real things, and they all result from, generally speaking, childhood and maybe even ancestral trauma, right? But truly, that's kind of what it is. It's a self-worth issue. You think you don't deserve it because of something that you did or some situation that someone thought you did something wrong, or you thought you did something wrong, so you said, oh no, this is bad. And you have to basically heal that trauma wound and begin to really take good care of your own self-worth, your own value. And there's a lot of different processes that can be used for this. I recommend Jim Shane's core method, among several others, EFT tapping, etc. Now I go on in depth about these three things, and I add a couple of more things and a lot of questions and prompts and an entire process that I've put together in the workbook that you can find at the link below. We also have a ton of resources, free email lists, guides, etc., audiobooks, all that kind of stuff available. So check out the website, go there, check it out, hop on an email list, hop on the mentalism course and get that and start to understand everything is really starting and ending fundamentally from a mental level. It's all about the mind. The all is mind. And we hear that all the time, but there's so much to explore about that. In fact, we could explore it literally forever. Thank you so much for your time. I hope this process will help you. Remember, start by asking yourself, am I in alignment with this? Is it really for me? If it's not, drop it. Let it go. It's not yours to begin with, so don't worry about it. Number two, disengage from that thing. Let it go by engaging in something else where your mind is completely shifted and not thinking about it. You cannot have, anything that you do can't have those thoughts in the back of your mind. It has to be something that completely takes you out of that state, completely makes you forget about whatever it is that you are trying to bring in your direction. And then number 3, trauma. Check your self-worth issues. What have you said no to? What have you said yes to? What are you allowing yourself? What are the limiting beliefs that maybe even get in your way as far as why you think you don't deserve such a thing? Begin to trace those things back. Check out Jim Shane's process on the core method. Links are down below, and I hope you'll enjoy the process. I hope that you'll check out the workbook, check out the resources, check out our free stuff. There's tons of it. We want to help. We appreciate you and your time. Subscribe to our channel, Blue Collar Mystics. Check out the podcast. Have a great day. Thank you so much.